Hey, basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to give you the evolution of center in basketball. So center was my position that I played roughly up until grade 10, grade 11. I was 6'2" in grade 9. I was 6 feet tall, get this, in grade 6. Yes, but back even in those days, this is not very long ago. I'm 29 years old. So this is about 16 years ago when I was in grade 8. And even back then, the center position, you were stuck in this area. Every once in a while, you were allowed up into the high post. And the reason for that is sometimes you were running a 1-3-1 offense or maybe a 3-out, 2-in overload offense, and you would get stuck up in the high post. And these are the shots that they would practice in practice. It wasn't in a lot of teams that I played for, and this is, again, only 16 years ago, they were only practicing us in this location. Now, many coaches, especially coaches at a higher level, will be teaching their players to shoot three-point shots. And I agree with this. They should. And there's really, really good reasons for this. Another evolution in being a center is having the ball handling skills. I turned into a guard, and I later went on to the NBA Development League, Erie Bayhawks, for a very, very, very short time. And the evolution from me going from a center to a point guard was quite tough. And a lot of players will have this issue because you may be tall when you're younger, but when you get older, you tend to have already grown. So unless you're 6'5", 6'7", 6'9", or taller, you're probably not going to be playing the low post for much longer. So I would suggest for you to learn how to shoot a three-point shot, how to shoot a deep mid-range, how to be able to handle the ball. That is the biggest thing that's evolved in basketball. So way back in the 60s, the home for the center was here. You've got players like Wilt Chamberlain, who absolutely murdered post players down here. They had close to 7-footers back then, and he still scored over 100 points in one game. All from down here, which means that he made 50 shots, technically 50 shots in a game. He probably hit quite a few free throws, but again, that's still the high post. He shot close to 50 baskets from the low post. You don't see that anymore. You're seeing teams shoot 50 threes in a game as a team these days. So it's still a very good decision to learn how to run the low post, how to do different shoulder fake post moves and score. But for your future development, as well as the ability to want to play at the next level is now saying, and I've talked to Nick Nurse, I've got that video on this channel where he came out and said, we're not looking at anybody unless they can shoot a three. So if you really want to get to the next level, that is something that you're going to need to learn how to do. So that's the evolution of the low post player. At first, they were bigger, taller players who were destroying down low. They eventually got really good in the high post, obviously because they were getting a lot of free throws taken. And of course, like I've mentioned in so many other videos, if the other team was running a zone defense, having a player in the high post would bring up that low post player where now he can dish down and get a couple of assists. Now, we're evolving as low post players into players who can still play the low post. You still need to have power, height, and strength behind you. Height's not necessarily a thing that you need because look at Zion Williams. He's absolutely murdering players in the low post, and he's only roughly 6'6", but he's 285 pounds of pure muscle. He can also shoot three-point shots. So, get really good in the low post. Get really good at taking shots. Move your distance out, shooting really good shots from three and farther. Work on your ball handling skills. Use those fingertips to control that ball. And you're going to be able to be a very good low post player. But I'm going to give you this one tip. If you want to become, and you're tall, you know you're going to be in that 6'9", 6'10", or higher, taller range, If you can get really good in the low post, overpowering in the low post, and 25% of the time you step out towards the three-point line and take a three-point shot and be consistent, you're going to be one of the best players in the NBA. If you can get really good and strong down low and still beat on players in the low post on offense and on defense and stretch out to the three, you're going to be one heck of a basketball player. I hope that this video has helped you. If you're a center, I hope that it helps you see the future. And, of course, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another twice a day basketball video.